My dad. Wednesday, the 20th of September, 2023. My dad lay in his hospital bed in a little town of Maryborough, Victoria, Australia, dying slowly of terminal stomach cancer. Jo had sent me a beautiful message of support and love to all of us, as she'd given many of us in my family Reiki and healing in the past. Myself many times, my daughter, my father previously, and my mother. She offered to do an end-of-life healing and transition on Dad as he was passing to make the transition from this life to the next. Calm, loving, safe, and clear for him. We were all for this, as we know Dad would have been grateful for this. Jo was considerate, kind, compassionate, empathetic, and loving. Within half an hour of her finishing her session with my dad, done remotely, my beautiful father took his last breath, smiling on the exhale. I know he felt Jo and what she'd done for him. I felt calm and so much love in those moments. I highly recommend Jo for end-of-life care support and healing, easing the transition from this life to the next. We really appreciated you in those moments. We're all very, very grateful.
Soulful Synchronicities, an end-of-life remote Reiki. Hi, I'm Jo. Some moments in life etch themselves into your heart so deeply, you know you'll carry them with you forever. This is one of those moments. Jo Hasty lay in a hospital bed in Australia. I was across the ocean in New Zealand. Though miles apart, we were about to meet in a sacred, unseen space, one that transcends geography, time, and the physical body. A dear friend of mine, Bern, had given permission for me to do a Reiki on her father, Jo, as he neared the end of his life. I initiated the session independently with quiet intention and deep reverence for the sacredness of what was unfolding. I lay down, closed my eyes, and allowed peaceful music to wash over the room. Using my body as a proxy for Jo's, I connected with him energetically. The moment our energies met, a wave of sadness rolled through me. Tears streamed down my cheeks, and then almost unexpectedly, I smiled. The session continued like this in waves: sadness, release, then an overwhelming sense of peace. It was as though we were both surrendering together to something much greater than ourselves. As the Reiki drew to a close, I felt my body slowly filling with the most beautiful angelic white light. It was radiant and warm, as if love itself had taken form. In that moment, I knew Jo was feeling it too. A smile broke across my face, one of deep knowing, awe, and honour. His soul was preparing to take flight, and I could feel the peace enveloping him. When I finished, I messaged Bern to let her know the session was complete. Just 30 minutes later, she replied to say that her father, Jo, had taken his final breath with a smile on his face. Tears welled again, but this time they carried a different weight, one of grace and release. I felt the urge to walk, to move the sacred energy through me. 5 minutes into my walk, a butterfly fluttered past my face, close enough to almost touch me. Goosebumps rippled across my body. I knew without a doubt that it was Jo, a quiet, gentle hello from the other side. I continued to walk for half an hour, surrounded by butterflies, more than I'd ever seen before. They moved with me, danced around me. And as I returned home, right at the spot where the first butterfly had brushed past my face, another whooshed in again. At that exact moment, the lyrics from the song So Beautiful by Pete Murray played in my earpods. Bigger than Mighty Jo. The tears flowed freely. My heart knew this was a confirmation from Jo. We are often too busy to notice the subtle synchronicities that our loved ones and spirits send us. But if we pause, listen, and open ourselves, they will show us they are still near. They may come as butterflies, lyrics, dreams, or sudden feelings of remembrance. These are soulful synchronicities, quiet whispers from the beyond. Reiki can be offered remotely, allowing the family space to be together and the practitioner to hold presence from afar. We are energy, we are connected, and we are one. To Terry, Jo's beloved wife, to Bern, and to Jo's sons, Troy, Richie, and Lance, his 19 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren, and the rest of his cherished family, thank you for allowing me to share in this sacred moment and telling this story. I hope it offers comfort to others who are walking a similar path and perhaps open a doorway to something gentle and healing during a time of deep transition. From one Joe to another, thank you for the butterflies.